Hi there, back again. Wasn't actually going to bother making a video this week. Injured at the moment. Not sure whether it's a groin strain or a hip flexor problem, but it's one of those things that I don't think I can safely run through at the moment. Reason for making this though is one, just wanted to try and knock out a video every week regarding our training, and two, just a reminder really that things don't always go to plan, and that sometimes you've got to kind of listen to your gut feeling, and if you think it's going to get worse, then sack it off. So it's really a case of evaluating what the long-term goals are. Not going to be running till October or next spring when it comes to actually bashing out a road marathon. So with months and months to spare, you kind of go, what's the point now of injuring myself further? Enforced breaks in your training I don't think are a particularly bad thing as long as you can get your head around them. First couple of days are fairly horrific. You're wondering why you're not out running, and also worried about your fitness levels. It does give you a time though to both reflect on how your training's going. Gives you that sort of separation you need to think about whether you're doing things correctly. And based on what we've been doing in last winter, I don't think there's a problem there. I think it's more a case of just jumping back into it, potentially a bit too quickly post-lockdown. It also gives you a good opportunity to plan for the future, races, activities, adventures you want to have. Kind of got my eye on Bob Graham round this year. Probably not a proper crack at it. I've got a sneaking suspicion it's going to be a 2-day sort of exploratory check the route out thing, just because logistically getting together the support you're going to need to actually have a proper go at it is sort of a big ask of sort of whoever you choose to ask, but I think having a look at the terrain will be beneficial. There's also quite a hefty amount of climbing in it. 24 hours, I don't think it's an issue really. What I think is the only issue about that one is A, route finding, and B, the elevation gain. It's probably, from memory, I think it was getting on towards twice that of the Snowdon 50, so fairly daunting, but Snowdon was sort of under 12 hours, so you got 12 hours to play with for the sake of 10 miles and a few thousand feet. Might be kind of, there's a very high chance that I'm sort of underestimating that one, but I think it's doable. So it's just whether you can get together a support crew to pick you up at road crossings. When I say pick you up, don't actually mean pick you up, but just sort of pass on nutrition, give you the sort of maybe pick up some paces, also obviously pick up supplies, sort of drop off night gear when you're sort of not needing head torches, etc., to try and do it as light as possible. So yeah, that one's on the hit list. Be nice to get a few ultras out of the way this year as well. Don't really need to train specifically for those. As long as you can sort of mentally grunt through it and stand the time on the feet, then it'd be nice to get another couple of those done. So nothing exciting this week. It was one run, sort of after which didn't want to risk running again. So at the moment the hip isn't a lot better, but I think I'm going to have to try running on it tomorrow just to see if I can run it out, because resting doesn't seem to be working. So there you go. This week, bit of a failure, but I thought it was worth actually, just for my own purposes more than anything else, making a note of that, just so that if I ever go back and look at these again, I remember that it's not always rose tinted spectacles. Till next week, see ya.